twisting hard where the shadows lie. Grip the handle, feel the engines roar. Freedom ain't a dream, it's the open door. Ride the storm, feel the thunder break. Cut the change and let the earth quake. Born to run, born to never fold. Heart of fire, soul of untamed gold. Night's a beast, it devours the weak. Steel and fire, the language I speak. Dust in my lungs, wind in my face. Speed's my temple, this road's my grace. Ride the storm, feel the thunder break. Cut the change and let the earth quake. Born to run, born to never fold. Heart of fire, soul of untamed gold. Ain't no cage that can hold me down. No leash, no chains, no goddamn crown. I'm a rebel, yeah, my spirit's raw. The world can't touch what the wild man saw. Ride the storm, feel the thunder break.
Starbase 1552 Comics. We sell everything a collector would want. Comics, Funkos, action figures, and so many more. A real American comic book shop. We are online only. Starbase 1552 Comics. Find us on eBay Auctions.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back for the next round of the DSR Electric Truck Series here in Country Music City. Nashville Superspeedway is the site for the Starbase 1552 Comics 200. You see it all live here tonight on the NASRA 360 Racing Network. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, keep up with everything going on with the North American Sim Racing Association. Good evening, folks. I'm the redneck announcer, Jake Reeves. My good buddy, Wesley Allen, will be joining us here briefly and momentarily. And as always, the best damn producer in the business is really indeed Hopton Biggles on production. This is what the schedule is looking like. Taylor Peacock won last week. He is not in the playoffs, mind you. Got knocked out after Chicagoland, so he basically, he ain't in there. And then sure enough, goes out, wins Atlanta. Would have already made it for the championship race, but he is not in it, so nobody is locked in as of yet. But we got trucks on the grid getting ready. Jonathan Cofield, Alabama boy. Roll Tide War Eagle, Chad Ross on his outside of row number 1. Cofield on the pole here this evening. Roger Dalbo, Tyler Goodwin making up row number 2. You flip-flop back to row number 3. You find Kermit the Frog and Luke Smith. Or Luke Smith is Kermit the Frog, and the Bulldog Adam Newton with Peyton Johnson and the Hillbilly Steve Barnett. Good to see Peyton Johnson back. I think he's been out for a couple of weeks. Good to see Peyton Johnson back out there on the racetrack. Cole Larson in the 20 will be rolling off here in P9. And damn it all, look at Chris Cinnamon rolling a Rust Wheeler throwback. Got the Hardys on it. Number 3, beautiful paint scheme on the outside of row number 5. Row 6, Joey Stires, Buzzy Mungold. Be 11 and 12. In row 7, you got to find the youngster of Lucas Lyons and Tyler Denver called the race with me this past Friday night for Las Vegas for the Concerns of Police Survivors Truck Series. Joshua Suss and last week's winner at the Superspeedway of Atlanta, Taylor Peacock making up row number 8. Row 9, Jason Morales and Triple J, Jeffrey Johnson Jr., 17th and 18th. 19th, you got Meza, Raul Meza, all-time starter for NASRA. His outside's got James Kaufman in the 25, row 10. And as Wesley Allen would say, we're not done yet. J.D. Larson, Cody Knott, row 11, that's 21st, 22nd. Oh, JL Justin Lumpkin. Matt Cherry had a little beef the other night. Hell yeah, he did with Tristan Bruce. Kind of curious how that's going to happen on Friday night. Coming around, Andrew Harris, Holiday Brian Chew, row 13. Row 14's going to find Justin White and Colton Hogan. John Deere Green back there in P28. And obviously TJ Moore doesn't even race. I don't think he knows how to race, but he's your race director here this evening. Dean, buddy, I got to find some tobacco. I'm about to go nuts. Take it away for just about 5 seconds.
Yeah, you're right, Wesley.
5 seconds. Just give me a minute here.
Welcome, everybody. Of course, Jacob's a very busy man as well, too, and happy everybody. I hope you were safe in the neck of the woods. I believe that there's a lot of snow up there as well, too, in around the New York area and stuff like that. So, of course, please be. But here in Australia, it's hot and sunny, so I don't want to be rubbing it into you guys over there. But trust me, well, we'll have our winter over here, so you guys are in a little bit of your winter, as they say. Boogity, boogity, boogity out there, of course, to Logan Watts there. Hello, world. And for Jay Perkins, we're going to get ready to go. And just to let everybody know, as I'm a poet and I didn't even know it, we are in the playoffs, and we are in the round of 16 at the moment, with Newton leading there from Colton Hogan, Sherry Diebold, JJ, James Kaufman, Joey, Andrew. But look at those ones on the cutoff line there, as we do have Jonathan Caulfield, Suss, Lucas Lyons, Kerry Tribute, Cole Larson, Buzzy Mongold, Chad Ross, and Luke Smith need good results here tonight, Jacob, in order to progress themselves into the Championship 8 at some point soon.
Yeah, they got a hell of a shot to be able to try to make it work. And obviously with Jonathan Cofield outside looking in, starting on the pole here tonight, is that where he will finish after 150 laps, 25, 60, 154 second tires, 75% on the fuel? We're green here tonight at Nashville. Who is going to show them how to do it country music style? With the DSR Electric Truck Series, Cofield diving on out, jumping out to an early lead. Roger Dobble going to try to jump in behind him, make something happen with the 14, as we will be on the floor right here at the start of the DSR Electric Truck Series at Nashville. good buddy of mine from high school once said, hot diggity damn, we're back at it here tonight. Chad Ross up on the top side. Luke Smith coming at the frog. Remember, all the way down the cellar. As far as the point goes, actually, he is up under the cellar. He is probably about 6 foot under right now with 23 points down and really getting very close right here with Chad Ross door banging a little bit, coming off of 3 and 4. Inside lane, Peyton Johnson trying to make a little something happen in that 15 and trying to mix it up. But Jonathan Cofield, Roger Dobble trying to separate themselves right here, Dane. They're trying to get out of here. They're trying to go ahead and just show that they're the top dogs here tonight.
A little bit 3-wide action behind him as well, Tip, that sorted himself out. Here's Adam Newton at the moment, dropped a couple of places down from where he started, but it's okay to be in P8. You can see the field up the road there. There's a little bit of side-by-side action between Ross and Kermit the Frog there. And you can see up the road there, Tyler Goodwin's battling it out with the Spiceman, Chris Inman.
Yeah, Spiceman Chris Cinnamon, there you see it up front. Motorsports got the Hardys on the truck. Throwing it back to Russ Wheeler. Obviously, Days of Thunder, if you ain't never seen it, you ain't a race fan, you better go check that damn thing out right now. If you have never saw Days of Thunder, and I mean, honestly, if you have, obviously a great movie. If you haven't seen it, you're not American. I'll just go ahead and call
I've met
like
Nicole Kidman in person. Does that give me any
Have you
cross
really?
Yeah, I've met her before a couple of times actually in person. I'm Australian, I run into her just going to the local shops. But anyway, yeah. G'day, Nicole. She's like, how you going there?
Does she look as good as she usually does on TV?
Back then she did. There's a little bit of a wiggle at the moment there from Adam Newton up the road. Yeah, back in the day, of course.
Yeah, now not so good.
Yeah,
now not so good.
We all age there, Jacob. We all age.
yeah, she did. All right,
that'd be the question out there for the poll. Would you still question Mark Nicole Kidman? Anyway,
Nicole Kidman.
Diebold and Ross. Let's move on before I get in trouble.
Wow.
Would you still what? Would you still buy her flowers? That's what I was referring to.
There you go. Buy her some flowers. There you go. That's one way to do it. Anyway, yeah, Tyler Goodwin. I already saw a couple of them. Not just Tyler Goodwin. Damn, look. I mean, a bunch of them. Luke Smith. Numerous drivers sliding up and getting up into that outside retaining wall. You don't see a whole lot of it, Dean, when you fly over there right here in this 1 and 2 areas. We're right on board with Chad Ross in the 38 GM truck. Obviously, GM Chevrolet wouldn't be at a Ford, but riding on board with him. Watch out. I mean, you saw right there coming off turn 2. Didn't really, I mean, he kind of eased up there, got up close to the wall. But what's this turn 4 deal right here? I mean, it seems like everybody tries to get as close as they can. Front 4 didn't. But it just seems like, for some reason or another, it just attracts. The trucks attract to the wall over there off turn 4. I'm not sure why. It always was with me when I raced here, is that turn 4 here in Nashville, it will just straight up knock. I mean, you can knock the damn wall down if you ain't too careful. It's one of the more trickier corners, I should say, that these drivers have probably faced all year long.
Just to let you know there, Jacob, I've got one of those electromagnetic magnets out there on the wall there, so it's going to suck it into the truck. I don't know if you've ever seen like I don't even know that. I forgot the movie at the moment, my friend, because I'm trying to push the buttons in the background as well too. But it's a hyper mag. You know the ones that lift up the cars when you go to the wreckers, and they put them into the yeah. I got one of them stuck in the wall. So of course I turn it on, and it draws the truck to it. That's exactly what's happening in that turn 4 that you mentioned. You're
thinking of going in 60 seconds.
No, I'm actually thinking of Breaking Bad, actually. When they did use that for the robbery, remember, to try to wipe all the evidence away?
Okay, this took a hell of a turn.
Yeah, it did, actually.
What a hell of a turn, Peyton Johnson.
Oh, that's a turn.
Yeah, big turn right there for Peyton Johnson, trying to work his way up here with Chad Ross. Peyton Johnson now up 3 spots from where he started. And trying to get a little more. If possible, not. Chad Ross, he's going to bounce back up there on that outside lane, try to get the run. Obviously, with 15 laps to go here in stage 1. Remember, stage points is going to be a premium. You want to get the stage points, we get the playoff points, all that good stuff. But, Dean, we saw this last week when we were at Atlanta. Points, they reset. It threw a whole curveball for everybody, literally here in the series. You had playoff points when you started the round of 24. When you went the round of 16, it didn't make a damn what you did in the round of 24. Everybody started out with 0. Everybody was on even or was on even playing field, and certainly, yeah. I mean that really is going to make these drivers race a little bit more aggressively, a little bit harder. Guys are going to take chances more, but at the same time, you take those chances, Dean, it can come back to bite you, and if it does come back to bite you, you could literally see your season slipping away in a hurry.
Oh, it could be. I could see these two are drawn by Magnus at the moment, Chad Ross and Peyton Johnson, and Adam Newton at the moment. I'd be sitting back at the moment, Adam Newton, because these guys are getting closer and closer at the moment. They're a little bit, maybe a bit of door banging there, Jacob. Hopefully not, as you can see, now they're separated by about a car's length. You watch at the exit of the corner, they're going to get very, very close right there. That'll be exchanging Christmas card close. There it is there, Jacob. And if once again, if I was Adam Newton, I would sit back, relax, and enjoy this, my friend. Get your popcorn, Adam Newton. But don't worry about Jonathan Caulfield. He's up the road by almost a second.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, you can get your popcorn and your cola, or if you're in Redneckville where I'm at, get your chicken wings and your whiskey ready. Literally, or chicken wings and beer. Hey, either way. I mean, whiskey, chicken wings.
Oh, they
beer,
are. That's up
wings.
again, Jacob.
Let's door bang it some more with Johnson and Ross. And I think Johnson, I think he might have had enough of it, to be honest with you. Racing. It's early on right here in the race, Dean. I mean, I know we got 11 laps to go right here in stage 1. But eventually, when you get a guy like Johnson, Johnson's one of those guys that he will drive it in there, and if he's faster than you, he dives down. He more or less, okay, I've bred you down, give me the spot. You hang right there on a man's right rear quarter panel, eventually they're going to have enough of it, and they're going to shove you up the racetrack. He didn't do anything wrong. He didn't try to wreck him or nothing like that, but he more or less gave him a nod to say, hey, hit the brakes. Get the hell out of my way. I want to take this spot. I've been racing you for so long. No sense in sitting there hanging on my right rear quarter, especially when it's 16 laps of 150. You still got a long way to go. Don't be hanging on people's right rear quarter panel, because drivers hate that. And especially if you slip a little bit coming off of the corners, or we've seen it time and time again. You hang on right rear quarter panels, they come down, they bounce off the wall, come down into you, they end up right rear hooking you, and then you had a hell of a mess. Yeah,
well, speaking of going in the inside there, Joey Stiers, he's snuck down right on the inside apron and says bye-bye to that battle at the moment you saw too between the few of the drivers. So the green machine sticking it in there and letting these drivers know that he's meaning business. Chad Ross up the road there alongside with Steve Bartlett. You got Adam Newton up the road there, Peyton Johnson. There it is, leaning on each other. A bit of door banging there. He should be getting on the door banging download at some point in the future there, Jacob.
Yeah, probably wouldn't be a bad idea if I ever got it back going. Door bang some more, a little bit more. Little Barnett, Ross. Yeah. Oh, baby, I got a feeling there's some fans out there.
Ring the bell, Jacob. Ring the bell.
We got beef. Barnett and Ross, no caution. Barnett got him. Ross might have come back down, tried to throw it back to him, and Barnett had enough of it, shot it up the racetrack and knocked him around. But good drive by Ross to straighten it back out. And that's twice right there we've seen Barnett get involved with the door banging some more. Good God Almighty! This should be the door banging download 200. We haven't seen so much door banging so far early on in this race. We still got 130 laps left, 20 laps into it, but 6 to go in stage 1. And we've had more door banging right here than we have all playoffs long, to be honest with you.
Yeah, absolutely. Joey's one of the nicest guys you could see. I've never really seen Joey get upset. So, I mean, cool, calm, and collected Mr. Joey Stiers is up 4. But he's right in the middle of the door banging download special here at the moment. So he's got to be very careful. You can see Tyler in the mix there. Both Tyler. That's the Tyler and Tyler show. Tyler Goodman, Lucas Lyons mix, splitting up the Tyler. Didmar. And Jonathan Caulfield, he's up the road. He's gone there, Jacob. With 5 to go, he's probably sitting there, maybe even tuning in, listening to the stream, going, what is going on back here? Because the big one may be happening very soon if these drivers don't start sorting themselves out. They're all over the shop here. They are leaning on each other there, Jacob. And we're talking for sheep stations back here in P12.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I mean, if Jonathan actually really wants to know, he can kind of ease on that brake and slide back here and see what's going on and see it for himself, to be honest with you. But I don't blame him. I'd run away with it and try to get myself locked in. Remember, you win, you're in. Yeah. You won't make it all the way to the championship race. Taylor Peacock, he won last week in Atlanta. Had he been in the round of 16, he would be racing for a championship here in a couple of weeks, but he is not. So Taylor Peacock tried to more or less go for 2 in a row, try to carry some momentum, win a little extra cash, and take it home with it. I mean, I don't blame him one bit on that. But, you know, I mean, obviously Cofield tried to show a little bit of, muscle. Tried to flex a little muscle here tonight at Nashville. And he's got the fastest lap of the race, 31:067, the fastest lap. Cofield started on the pole. He ain't looked back yet. And check this out right here, the fastest 5-lap average. He's beating them all right now, 31.99. Nobody is in the 31 averages for 5 laps. Johnson Newton up there with dive-bolted. Andrew Harris, who's mired back in traffic, back in the 15th spot. He's actually up 10 spots, biggest mover. Actually, no, Matt Cherry's the biggest mover, up 11 spots. Remember, they might have a little bit of beef as well. So there's beef all over the place, Dean. It's like Wesley says all the time. Beef is what's for dinner.
Well, it is here in Nashville, isn't it, as well, too? You got the old barbecues all fired up, and that's what it's all about. One thing, Cofield, well, he's already ready to go, mate. He's only 2 seconds up the road, exactly what you said. So he's the fastest 505. He's the only one in that club. Just shy there, and he's the one at the moment. There he is. There's Cofield. Where's anybody else? Cofield's like, look at that, Jacob. He could barely see another car. He's almost on the backstretch. Everybody's coming out of 1 and 2.
Yeah, I mean, and he's basically just putting a whooping on him right now. Is right here at the last lap here in stage number 1. Jonathan Cofield, Alabama, getting her done. Get her done, if you will. Cofield off 3 and 4. And Jonathan Cofield's going to come around. He'll get him a couple of stage points, try to dig himself out of that gap that he is in. And obviously, we won't get a caution once everybody slides on by and they throw the caution, Serpro caution for the first time of the event. Stage 1 winner from Munford, Alabama, Jonathan Cofield. Pretty much showing them that this is his house here tonight, Dean. And damned if he ain't, really, because, I mean, he's taking them to the outhouse at this point.
Yep, absolutely. He's like, go to the outhouse down there in the infield at the moment. You can't catch me. Got a big target on his face. He's like the Roadrunner. Beep, beep. He's, the old Roadrunner song, as she is. So he's gone. He's out of there. As much as the code, he's going to have to strap on some Acne TNT or something like that. Somebody's going to have to do something out there to catch Cofield. What a drive. And on top of it, Jacob, hats off to all the 28 gladiators this evening. As you can see, Diebold going in the infield there. Almost tank slapping in the back of Caulfield. But hats off to all the gladiators here this evening, my friend. The Centaurians here in the road course, as you had mentioned here. But I've forgot the track, actually. Nashville. So
Nashville.
Yeah, Nashville. No cautions, Jacob. So green flag from start to finish. So from start to stage 1.
Absolutely. I mean, what a stage 1 it was. Jonathan Cofield gets the stage 1 win. Everybody will be jumping down pit road this time, I believe. Everybody got to come down for 4 freshies, fill it up full of fuel. Yeah, hell yeah, you coming down for tires. Yeah, you ain't going to sit there and ride it out. Cofield's led every single lap. He may end up not having to worry about tires, but, I mean, you take them if you can get them. And nobody going to stay out on the racetrack. Everybody coming in, getting 4 freshies. We'll stay with it real quick, see who ends up winning the race off of pit road. Odds are possibly Jonathan Cofield, because remember, folks, when they qualify, how they qualify, wherever you qualify, you qualify first or 10th. Whatever you qualify, that is the pit box that you will get. So obviously Cofield started on the pole. One. That's exactly the pit box that is it. Yes, and he's able to gas up. And one thing about this, though, Dean, he doesn't really have to worry about the speeding issue on pit road. He can just gas it up, put it on the floor, and check out. Yeah. But Brian Chu's going to beat him off of pit road. Little strategy call right for Brian Chu.
He didn't stop, Jacob. He didn't stop.
Pit road. He just went right down through there.
Yeah, he drove straight through.
Dean, unlike the Holiday Brian Chu, we are going to take a quick pit stop, thank some sponsors. And we'll be right back here at Nashville. There's the last pit stop info. We're back, Nashville, right after this.
Starbase 1552 Comics. We sell everything a collector would want. Comics, Funkos, action figures, and so many more. A real American comic book shop. We are online only. Starbase 1552 Comics. Find us on eBay Auctions.
Back here in Nashville, Brian Chu finally found his pit box, decided to jump on down, but he is going to be all the way at the tail end of it. We got Jonathan Cofield up here. Jonathan, real quick, I know y'all got the 1 to green. Jonathan, congratulations on the stage 1. Tell us about the race. You said you love this place. You're showing it right now.
Oh yeah, man, this thing fits my driving style. Low brake bias, really get the car to turn. Tires start wearing out, it just feels like you're going slow motion around here. You just got to really let the truck do its thing, be easy with it, try not to get back on the gas too quick.
And he's doing that, just that, folks. We'll let him slide back over there, let him holler at his team. Jonathan, buddy, congratulations, stage 1, buddy. Good luck the rest of the race.
Appreciate it.
We'll send him on down there because these laps are going by in a hurry.
Oh, yeah.
Literally. They call it the Nashville Superspeedway, but it's not 2.66 miles in length. You heard the glass breaking. We're fixing to get in to Glass Mechanic stage at number 2. We're actually already in Glass Mechanic stage number 2 as we go all the way to 75.
Damn.
We'll be interested. Damn, we got baseballs
Smashing
flying all
glass.
over the place, breaking glass. We got it. We're going with a Stone Cold Special. Glass Mechanic stage 2, green flag underway. Cofield able to get the jump. Get out ahead of Roger Diebold. Luke Smith, Kermit the Frog, Taylor Peacock up a bunch as well. Actually, he took 2 tires right here. Got him some track position. Maybe just gas for Taylor Peacock.
Yeah.
Johnson back there going to slide around him. Peacock took an advantage, took a strategy call. I don't think it's going to end up working out for him. Cofield leading off turn 4.
Top 3 are starting to check out a little bit. There's Peyton Johnson trying to catch him, actually. There's the gaggle of cars in the middle where you're going to be throwing a blanket over them. There's Kermit the Frog at the moment with the title sponsor as well, too, for the Starbase Comics entry. He's alongside Diebold. They're like, we got to catch Cofield. What happened at the start of the race? He got away. Nobody even come close. Round 2, stage 2 at the moment, presented by the Glass Mechanic. They want to make sure it doesn't happen again. Cofield sitting in the front there. He's got his arm out the window. He's chilling. He's loving it.
Yeah, I mean, he's literally got the peace sign hanging out the window right now and just checking out from these old boys. Already half a second over Diebold and Luke Smith. Diebold finally got around Kermit the Frog, Luke Smith, and going to slide up into that P2 spot. A lot of them right here running some fast laps right here. Peyton Johnson ran the fastest lap of the race so far at a 30.795. Everybody ran their, up in the top 5 rather, ran their fastest laps of the race. Lucas Slides ran his fastest lap as well as the Hillbilly Steve Barnett back there in 19th. A lot of them starting to get down on that throttle pedal a little bit. Get down, turn around, go to town. Got the country music going on with old Brooks and Dunn. Boot Scootin' Boogie here tonight, D.
And Boot Scootin' Boogie. Yep, I know. I was actually just listening to that before too, Jacob. You read my mind. Oh, yeah, I love that song. I love myself some country music, my friend. Yeah, I do. Had a girlfriend that was right into the old country music in United States of America. We got our country music too in Australia, but it's a little bit different than yours. But do love it, especially when you're driving in the outback for 500 million miles and you don't see anything, not even a kangaroo, nothing. So well aware of what it's like there. But there it is, the battle at the moment you see between Peyton Johnson and the Bulldog Adam Newton. As you can see, Luke Smith starting to pull a little bit away. Diebold maybe keeping Cofield a little bit more honest, probably because he realizes in stage 1 he got away. Is he going to let him get away in stage 2?
Yeah, and speaking of which, I mean, you talked about the kangaroos and everything else, Dean. Real quick, a moment of silence, if we can, for one lap right here, for the unfortunate accident that happened at the Bathurst for the kangaroo. So real quick, one lap in silence for the kangaroo right here. The bad part about it, that poor kangaroo, I don't even know why it was out there. I saw the video. I saw a little bit of
Do you
the
know
video, but I
how
never
many
actually
skippies
saw
that
the
they
bad
hit
part of it.
almost every day at the track? I mean, do you know how many skippies I've hit
Skippies.
just driving down a freeway sometimes before in the outback of Australia? I've hit skippies. Yeah, skippies, kangaroos. I've hit them before. They do a lot of damage to your car. That's why you need a roo bar, like a big bull bar in front of your car. Yeah, you do when you're driving in the outbackish areas of Australia, my friend, because skips will come out of nowhere and just try to jump in front of your car. It's almost like deer, which you guys have in the States.
That's what I was supposed to say. That's
Deer
what
in
I
the
was supposed to
headlights,
say.
my
Basically,
friend.
you get the kangaroos and we got deer. That's what we got. Yes,
About the same thing. And you've hit. I don't know if you ever hit a deer in your truck, but similar situation.
No.
You can hit a kangaroo, mate.
No. Dean, I swear, when I go to work in the morning, if I hit a deer, I'm gonna come back at you. You're gonna pay for my damn insurance claim. I'm more or less call that because you just called it right there. I better not hit a deer when I go to work in the morning. It's Cofield up here leading it. Roger Diamond right up his tailgate. It's our good buddy Wesley Outlet joining us up here in the
Gotta give him
broadcast
pressure.
booth. Wesley, what's up, buddy?
What's up,
Wesley.
everybody?
Did Wesley hit a kangaroo
Yes.
come into the broadcast room? Wesley, you're okay, right? No kangaroos over there
No,
in
I didn't
North Carolina?
hit no damn kangaroo. No, I had something else I had to take care of, obviously, for this one. So, what's up, everybody? Hope you're doing well. Playoffs. Starbase 1552 Comics at the Nashville Superspeedway and concrete mile and a half. And how about Cofield right now? The defending champion, Jacob, trying to win and gets it done. He's going to the championship round to defend his title, to try to be a back-to-back champion.
Yeah, absolutely, Wesley Outland. I mean, obviously, winning that stage one earlier on here in this race is really a big deal for him. We talked to him a while ago, and he said, that he really loves this place. He knows how to get around this place. But Roger Diamond might have found something off of that last pit stop. He has kind of latched on. Cofield, who had it in hand in almost 2 seconds earlier on in the race, now he's got it by about 2/10, and Roger Diamond's now got the fastest 5-lap average. Cofield had it in stage one. Diamond now, he's got it right here at this point in stage two. And I'm telling you, Jonathan Cofield, he better watch his back door. Roger Diamond tried to slide up here, tried to spoil the party.
Keep an eye on that as they work their way back across the start-finish line, back into corner number 1 and 2. And there you see Cofield, Diebold creeping closer and closer to the number 58 machine, the leader. I tell you what, Jacob, man, mad props to Roger Diebold. This guy has really stepped up his game. If I had to vote and say who's a driver that has really impressed you in the start of the season or at the latter end of the season on the road to the playoffs, it's got to be Roger Diebold. Second right now behind Cofield. There he is.
Yeah, I mean, Roger Diamond, obviously that driver like you were talking about that has really impressed me. There's a couple of drivers really that has impressed me as well. But, Roger Diamond certainly would be at the top of that list that has impressed me. It has showed a lot so far here, especially in these playoffs and even throughout the season. And even Matt Cherry, obviously with his issues that he had this past Friday night with obviously one Tristan Bruce. I'm kind of curious how that's going to work out next Friday night when we get back for the Cops Truck Series. But a lot of drivers have come on very, very nicely this season and have done good things. But yes, Roger Diamond, one of those drivers as well. As you see the Russ Wheeler throwback and Chris Seddeman and Joey Steyer slugging it out right here for this 10th spot.
Remember, stage 2, presented by the Glass Mechanic, will take us all the way to lap number 35. And then, of course, this race is 150 laps. The distance is right now there is that awesome-looking Days of Thunder throwback Russ Wheeler truck. Good run for the driver there, the Spice Man, Chris Seddeman. I think that's paying homage to Days of Thunder, obviously.
Ooh. Yeah, I mean,
Former
absolutely.
champion in
That's
that
what
truck.
it was. Yes, absolutely. I mean, Chris Seddeman. And damn, he got a shot from Andrew Harris to sled him on the inside. Almost some more. Larson up there as well. We got Torbanger behind him with Colton Hogan back there getting it done with Jeffrey Johnson Jr. Wesley, I talked about it a while ago. Literally, this should have been the door banging download 200 with just the racing. And and the door banging and everything that we've seen tonight, there has been contact. We saw some contact earlier with Chad Ross going around almost. But certainly, it has been an action-packed race since the drop of the green flag.
It's spicy, if you will.
Yes.
Back across the stripe. Look out. You're on board now with Justin Lumpkin down to the inside. He's got Goodwin on his outdoor. Back there in Kaufman in front in the yellow U.S. Army truck. All this going on to the top 20. It's working down the back straightaway. By the way, what a job for Redfield Diebold. Right now, 1 and 2, pulling away 2 seconds from everybody else. Kermit the Frog. There's that big gaggle of traffic right now, going at it again. Look at Ross. He's going to get up into this mix with these guys working out of turn 4.
Yeah, I mean, if Chad Ross, obviously one of those drivers that could really slide back up here, he needs to be able to slide back up here and make something happen. And obviously the Hillbilly, Steve Barnett back there behind him, remember they had contact in stage 1 that set Ross back there in the situation that he is in right now. One of the biggest losers, the biggest loser in the field being Chad Ross, who started up there close to the front. And now he is down 15 spots, but trying to get that 38 back rolling any way he can. As we keep on checking in with Joey Stires, you see his eyes kind of get a little bit wide, Wesley, when they come off of turn number 4. Really, I think it might throw him off just a little bit, just how tight, just how aggressive you got to turn that truck and get it to rotate coming off of turn 4. If you don't, you'll nail that wall, and you will be in a heap of trouble.
Trouble indeed. Got to keep yourself out of trouble right now, as obviously keeping an eye on that going on. Look at this battle up ahead. This is Tyler Dittmer, Lyons on the outside, and Matt Cherry. And am I understanding that Lyons and Cherry have got a little history with one another? A little beef, Jacob?
I think, well, the beef that was with Cherry was this past Friday night, obviously, with Tristan Bruce, when we was at the Concerns of Police Trick Series race at Las Vegas. They had a little bit of contact that was going on in stage number 1, and then it kind of spilled over when it got over at the end of the race, and there was contact that was made. Cherry had enough. He more or less told Tyler Dittmer that he had enough. Speaking of which, he's bump drafted Tyler Dittmer right here on the front stretch. Talking about a super speedway aspect, you really don't see a whole lot of bump drafting when you come to Nashville Super Speedway, but certainly Matt Cherry trying to make it happen. But yeah, I mean, Matt Cherry, he said some nice or unnice things to Tyler Dittmer that was about Tristan Bruce, and certainly really waiting to see how that's going to turn out when we go back at it next Friday night with Cops Truck Series. Next Friday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Time.
Yellow flag is out.
Caution out. Got a problem. Larson, the Bella Rio entry in the grass. Kaufman around as well. He's in the wrong direction. And the yellow flag will fly here for just the second time. And I guess that's for the first on-track accident, because the first one was for the end of the stage, Jacob, right? Wesley shows up and caution happens.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what it was. Riding on board with James Kaufman. We'll see if it kind of eased up the road with J.D. Larson. Yeah, kind of slid down a little bad contact. Larson ends up, that was Goodwin that ends up going around, ends up getting Meza as well. Larson behind him trying to lock it down, trying to miss it as well. A big old cluster right here on the front straightaway that involved James Kaufman, Tyler Goodwin, and J.D. Larson. Larson doing a little landscaping duty, shooting it down through the grass. And looked like it was right here in front of Kaufman. You see Goodwin. Goodwin backs off going into the corner. Kaufman backs it up a little bit as well. Watch Goodwin right there. There he is in the 13 with Napoleon Dynamite on the front of it. And you see the contact right here. Little stack up. Kaufman gets into the back of Goodwin, tags him. Goodwin sideways, dirt tracking it. Not able to save it. Comes down, gets Meza. Kaufman, Meza, they end up going around. It was just a stack up going into the corner. Goodwin trying to back off. Kaufman wasn't able to. Got him right in the tailgate, sent him around, and it was a smoke show from there.
There you go. Question is anybody going to come down to the pit lane? Watch this again up ahead. And then look at a replay on board with the U.S. Army colors of James Kaufman. Before the caution coming out, there's the contact. Goodwin Ooh, what a save for Goodwin. And then he fishtails, turns into the wall. Raw Meza bouncing off the wall. Some other guys as well. Joshua Suss off track. Let's see what our buddy from Kansas had happened to him here, Jacob.
Yeah, you're right on board right here. Obviously, the 80 Joshua Suss sees the smoke show going on in front of him. Suss trying to find a way, find anything. Damn it all, send it. Oh, Larson was on his inside. If he was not there, that would have been a good move for right there for Suss. Suss would have been able to slide it right through there. But unfortunately, J.D. Larson was there, tags him in the left rear. Doesn't have a whole lot of damage on that number 80. So, looks like Suss is going to be okay. J.D. Larson should be okay as well. The only one I think that might have got a bad deal out of it might be Tyler Goodwin, because he hit the outside wall extremely hard. You see Larson right there, and Suss just come out of nowhere. Literally. Joshua Suss just coming out of absolutely nowhere. Larson had no time to react. He had no time to do anything. It was just game over at that point.
Quick break from Starbase, and we go back to green again next.
Starbase 1552 Comics. We sell everything a collector would want. Comics, Funkos, action figures, and so many more. A real American comic book shop. We are online only. Starbase 1552 Comics. Find us on eBay Auctions.
Back here at Nashville, works out perfectly. Glass Mechanics Stage 2. Back underway here at the Starbase 1552 Comics 200. Jacob Reeves, a redneck announcer. Of course, Finkelstein Hopton. And we welcome you back underway. Hey, Jacob, look, I got promoted. Look at that. I'm with the Monica Romero now as the commentator. Look at that. See? Thought I was a top dog.
It ain't got nothing to do with me. You got to talk to the Australian on that one right there.
It's following the spelling is what it is. It's the alphabet. J to W. J to W. Okay, Jacob to Wesley. Oh, we got trucks scattering on the wall in the back. Hang on, baby. Look out. Oh, no. Jeffrey Johnson. We'll stay green, though.
Yeah, you want to keep it green right here. This will be a pretty interesting deal. The only bad part about it is a couple of drivers going to get a bad deal out of it. Joey Stires, Jason Morales getting some bad shots out of it. Jeffrey Johnson Jr. obviously getting the worst of it. But we stay green here at this point. Biggest movers in the field. There is Matt Cherry. Remember the issues? We talked about it with what he had going on. Obviously, this past Friday night, maybe racing with a chip on his shoulder for what happened at Las Vegas. Matt Cherry certainly could have had a very good shot at trying to pull that one out, but you got to think, Wesley, possibly racing with a chip on his shoulder at this point. Matt Cherry looking pretty good here tonight.
Dimmer up on the high side, got Smith on the bottom, the STP throwback color for Kermit the Frog. I am Kermit and I like to race. Adam Newton on the bottom. Look at this. Smith up high. So is Dimmer. I'm trying to ignore Dean. Shut up. Shut up, Dean. Shut up. KFC for you. No KFC for you. Speaking of Kentucky, though, Lyons is in the top 10. He's up to 8th. Yeah. Did you say it's getting thick? It's
He's
original
getting
or
pig.
extra crispy. It's original or extra crispy, not thick. Nasty.
No, I said he was getting pig. It's amazing sometimes we don't get fired. Matt Cherry on the inside of Johnson right here with Tyler Detmer, Luke Smith, Kermit the Frog, racing for Miss Piggy, ironically, up here at the front. They're going for the 4th spot. Cofield now got it checked out to a second lead. Newton now back there in the 3rd spot. About a second and a half back. You go back another half a second. You got Tyler Detmer, Luke Smith. They're still battling it out for the 4th spot. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, mind you. Now Lucas Lodge, you see him working his way down the inside of Harris. There is Chris Cinnamon. Chad Ross down to the inside as well. Just outside the top 10 here in stage 2, right here at the end of it.
Yellow flag is out.
Got a caution, trouble on the racetrack, guys, as problems. Not saying.
Guys, I think that might have actually been the end of stage 2. I believe it was the end of stage 2.
You're exactly right. My bad, guys. I lost my place. Damn, you're right. It's the end of stage number 2. Yep, caution's out. My apologies. Damn, Wesley, put your glasses on. Into stage 2 in Mumford, Alabama, Jonathan Cofield will win stage 2. He won stage 1. This guy's trying to sweep it all and put himself into the championship final here. What do you think, Jacob? Doing it right now, taking it to the man from Mumford, War Eagle.
Yeah, very good possibility. He could be trying to pull that off. And, I mean, looking pretty good right now for Jonathan Cofield, trying to slide up here and make a little something happen. He was 2 points off of the cut line coming into the night. Jonathan Cofield wanting to try to go ahead and sweep it, but more importantly, Wesley, get the win and be the first one to slide him over into the championship 8.
You're exactly right. Again, what a phenomenal job for these guys. There it is, the Fast 16. And remember, there's not 3 playoff rounds anymore. There's only 2. This is the semifinals, and this is a driver 2 points behind the cut line of making it in. Look at that, Jacob. If he does this, not only is an over-under driver, Jonathan Cofield was an under the top 8, and he punches his ticket to the playoffs championship race. And literally could be the first ever back-to-back champion of NASRA. It's never happened before. In any series, any league of NASRA competition, Jacob Reeves, there might have been multi-time champions, but there's never been a back-to-back champion. Jonathan Cofield on the cusp of trying to do that, and in addition to that, also make history.
And he very much could do that, as once again looks like the Holiday Brian Chew. Not sure if this is a repeat from what happened in stage number 1. He probably didn't pit. Yes, he did. Brian Chew did make a pit stop, but he made it on lap 52. Taylor Peacock and obviously Jason Morales, so they're going to stay out, cycle out to the lead. But Jonathan Cofield tried to go for the sweep. There you see the last pit stop info.
Next off pit road sees the Floridian, the Holiday. At least that's what he calls him. I call him Mr. Restrictor Plate, but this ain't Restrictor Plate track. Brian Chew now the new leader. Taylor Peacock, a regular season NASRA Truck champion of the past, in second. Jason Morales, Cofield, Newton, your top 5. Cracker Barrel, man, did you know that's the homer? Oh, you didn't know that, Dean? Cracker Barrel is in Lebanon, Tennessee, which is actually where this racetrack is. It's not in Nashville. It's in Lebanon, Tennessee. A matter of fact, about 3 miles up the road from this racetrack to the same road that'll take you to the Speedway is Cracker Barrel headquarters. Huh. Oh, Cracker Barrel, delicious. When they finally got their head out of there, you know what, and put the damn original logo back. Tell us how they really feel, Jacob, right? Remember that? Do you remember that last summer when all that stuff happened? Do you remember it, Jacob?
Yes, I do. Yeah, it was absolutely crazy. You know, the old logo flopping to the new logo, and everybody was getting PO'd about it and everything. It's crazy stuff, man. Crazy world we're living in, Wesley. Honestly, crazy.
Don't mess with the damn Cracker Barrel. Don't mess with the
Do
logo.
not mess with it. Old time country food. Mess with
They
it.
were trying to change all sorts of stuff, though, man. They changed the logo. They changed the menu. They did away with like the country store shopping thing and all that stuff. And
Green's out.
they realized
Green flag.
they effed up. They said we're gonna make it right and fix it, and they have. We're back to green. What's up, dude? How's the food, Pete? Delicious. I recommend this. I recommend the hamburger steak. Oh, yeah, a racing question. 10 laps difference on tires, Jacob. How good is that going to be? That's like a meatloaf to a hamburger steak question for Cracker Barrel.
Yeah, that's a hell of a question, to be honest with you. Yeah, I mean, I think they're going to be okay right here, at least for a little bit, but eventually that tire wear is going to go south. It is going to go south for the winter, if you will. So they're going to be, they're going to be all right for a little bit. You see the times, nobody really doing anything crazy. Everybody else behind them's doing stuff or doing something crazy. Luke Smith back here, Peyton Johnson, Tyler Detmer, Lucas Lyons, you name it. Everybody's sliding back here trying to mix it up. There's Matt Cherry smack dab in the middle of it. Obviously, he knows a little bit of beef. He knows how to get beefy, meatloaf or hamburger steak style, however you want to look at it. To answer your question, the front three, I think they're going to be okay for a little bit, but eventually those tires is going to wear off and they will end up falling through the field.
Drew Harris, what a burst of momentum up the outside. He is carrying that all the way. By the way, we're in stage 3. This is the push to the finish of the race. And within the next 8 laps or so, we'll be halfway as well. Biggest movers as Cofield is going after Peacock for second in the leader in 1 and 2 as well.
Yeah, he's thinking about going a little bit further, gets second, trying to go for the lead. Jonathan Cofield coming out of nowhere, driving like a bat out of hell right here at the start of stage number 3. Jonathan Cofield, stage 1, stage 2 winner. He will slide up. He'll get the lead. Chew slides up. He gets into the wall. Jonathan Cofield trying to get going. And what he wants is Brian Chew and Taylor Peacock kind of hold up Roger Diebold, who pitted on the same lap as he did at the end of stage number 2. So obviously he wants them to hold him up a little bit. And here comes Adam Newton down to the inside. He's going to follow Diebold. Now they just got to get around Taylor Peacock. Jonathan Cofield, though, he's trying to get on out of here and not to worry about it as Diebold gets up into the fence off of turn 4.
By the way, don't be sad, Cofield. 2 out of 3 ain't bad right now. He has won 2 of the 3 stages, but right now he is trying to set his sights to cash in and win the race. By the way, that was a little meatloaf jingle also. Bat out of hell. Little bat out of hell. A little bat out of hell. And then, of course, don't be sad. 2 out of 3 ain't bad, right? Rocking and rolling, brother. Yes. Leaders working the line.
Yeah, they're working their way around trying to do what they got to do, riding on board STP colors. Obviously, more or less STP colors, obviously, with Luke Smith, Kermit the Frog, trying to go. Is he going to take the shot? No, he's not. He will back right into the door, literally shove right into the front door, back door rather, of Lucas Lyons. Peyton Johnson right there, smack down in the middle of it. He's got Cherry lined up right on his tailgate. Somewhat, I'm not going to say a hornet's nest. It's like a wasp nest back here. I will say this, though. Wasp nests, they still sting. They sting. They don't sting as bad as hornets does, but wasp nests, they will end up stinging your butt if you ain't ready for it.
Off the stripe. Look at this Smith car sideways. Hold on, baby. Kermit is on the outside, and he's got Kentucky on the bottom. Oh, baby, here come the Wildcat. It's Lyons.
Trying to make it.
Oh, baby. I'm about to say that the damn Papa Hot Julio's about got put in the damn taco grinder.
Yeah, that about got bad right there.
All
Lucas
I gotta say is Olay. That's all I gotta say is Olay. That could have been bad. Olay. All right.
Yeah, we're already getting off the rails if it ain't already. Oh, Lord. I'll say this. I mean, Wesley, with this place right here, Nashville Superspeedway, obviously got the concrete surface. I mean, just absolutely will beat your tires to death. You're already starting to see a little bit of it. Taylor Peacock, one of those drivers, he stayed out. He's the one that's kind of staying up here with everybody. You got the other ones, Brian Chew, he's gone. Like, he went all the way back to the 22nd spot. He's fell completely off a cliff and is gone all the way back to the back right here. So, I mean, Taylor Peacock really the only one to be able to stay up here with the rest of these old boys. Other than that, Brian Chew, he's fell off a cliff. He's all the way back. Literally, Brian Chew now back in the 22nd spot. But Taylor Peacock, like I said, he's the only one to be able to stay with the leaders. But now you're starting to see the fruits of the labor of the fresh tires. They're starting to come into play. That's why he's getting bypassed.
That engine. Love the rumble of those engines. Down into the corner, 75 completed, 75 to go. Halfway, Jonathan Gofield, the defending series champion, trying to punch his ticket to the championship round. What is there, Jacob? 2 more races remaining to the regular of the semifinals after tonight, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, there it is. Yeah. Talladega next week. And how fitting, Jacob, if Jonathan Gofield could win here tonight and not have to worry about the wild card that is Talladega for next Monday, or even Richmond for that matter, on the road to Kansas for the championship 8.
Yeah, that would be a big deal right there for Jonathan Gofield and not have to worry about 2 more or less wild card races. Wesley, to be honest with you, I mean, both of those tracks, Talladega, we know it is a wild card race. I mean, you never know what the hell's going to happen when you go back, obviously, all the way down in central Alabama. You got no idea what's going to happen. Richmond could be a little bit of a wild card race as well with the short track nature and the beef. And if, anybody's going to, pay back a little bit, some guys may want to pay some drivers back. It could end up playing favors in that. You get yourself caught up in an accident out of that when you ain't got nothing to do with it. That could be interesting right there. So, yes, I mean, Jonathan Gofield really wants to go ahead and get this win and try to go ahead and defend his title in the coming weeks.
Outside, look at this, Johnson up on the top. Way up top side. Peacock, Johnson now trying to decide where he wants to go. He will go to the inside. 2 for 1. If he can get by Peacock and Lyons, not going to get him yet. Got to get in line, stay in the middle. 70 to go as they come to the line out of 4.
70 laps to go, and you are seeing it with Andrew Harris up 17 spots. Biggest mover in the field. Right in the middle of it, there is Taylor Peacock sliding on back, sliding. Easing on back right here on those old tires, 10 laps older than the rest of the field. But Peacock's still holding strong up here inside that top 10. Now Matt Cherry's going to slide by him, so kick Peacock back into the 9th spot now. And watch out for Andrew Harris. Can play a little bit of a spoiler right here with these old boys to mix it up. But there you see, when everybody pitted literally all the way down through the top 10, or top 12 rather. The only one that is different out of that was 29 laps since he last pitted, and that's Taylor Peacock. Everybody else sitting at 19.
Gofield, Diebold, Newton, Smith, Lyons, top 5. You saw that battle a moment ago. And now we look at these battles in the top 10 with Johnson, Harris, Cherry, Peacock, and Denver. Oh, they're all single file. Working here at Nashville, Talladega, Richmond, Kansas. The final 3 races. And look at this, baby. NASRA Clash IndyCar coming up on March the 23rd. End of the month, there's going to be an all-star race, not points. IndyCars racing at the NASRA Superspeedway. The NASRA iRacing Superspeedway, I think was the plan. The iRacing Superspeedway, the NASRA Clash, IndyCars. Jacob, I can't wait for that, dude. That's going to be absolutely damn freaking phenomenal. I can't wait. We have not had a NASRA-sanctioned open-wheel IndyCar race since me and you and Dean anchored the 1,100 miles in one day. The first one was the 500 miles at Indy with Indy cars, and then the 87 Cup cars in Charlotte for 600 miles. But I'm looking forward to this one. Going to be fun. By the way, if you're a fan of open wheel racing, the NTT IndyCar Series fires up this Sunday at St. Pete in Florida. Welcome to the fastest racing on earth. Oh, yeah. Sorry,
Good
Jacob,
times,
go ahead.
baby.
I lost my place, you know.
Good times, baby.
You know, Jacob, Dean's like, you know, he's the kid in a candy store, man. He's like a kid reading his favorite first book, you know, but kids whenever, you know, he loves it. He loves the car. He loves the cars. He enjoys it. And open wheel time. He's like a kid in a candy store when we talk about Indy cars. He just lights up.
Yeah, I mean, I don't do that. Yeah, I mean, I don't do that. I mean, really, I mean, you know, I mean, when I see that, you know, I'm just kind of like, okay, it is what it is. I mean, as far as Indy cars go, I mean, you know, when I see drag cars or dirt cars or NASCAR, preferably NHRA or dirt car racing, yeah, I mean, yeah, I'll light up big time. But, you know, I mean, hey, you know, I mean, it's Dean, man. It's Dean. We know how he is. I mean, hell, it's Indy cars, it's open wheel. If it was Formula One, I mean, honestly, open wheel racing, show him. No, I'm not saying that. But big block modifieds, give him some big block modifieds. They got the open wheel right there on the front of them. Let him try them bad boys out. There you go.
Exactly. You know, I'm the voice of the dirt car modified mafia tour. He needs to check out one of those races, and he'd love it. Oh, really? You got your
Don't say it.
I'm trying to tell y'all people, I'm like, damn, Ron Burgundy. He did think Ron Burgundy. The virtual Ron Burgundy. He say something in my ear, I'm gonna slip up and say it. Thank God I did not say that. He popped his dirt as Matt Cherry is right now in 8th. You read between the lines, people. I'm just telling you.
Oh, God. We get so close to saying some of the stuff that Dean wants us to say, and we just can't do it. If we do,
Logan Watts chimes in. Logan Watts chimes in. Thank you, Logan. He says the commentary team is absolutely amazing. Better than any other sport.
Thank you.
Thank you. Seriously, thank you. If only you heard behind the scenes, you know, that's what I'm saying. You know, Brian tunes in, but he stopped possibly. What do you think, Jacob? 60 to go. Mayfield's still leading.
I mean, it's going to be interesting, obviously, with that 75% fuel capacity, Wesley. I'm not 100% if he's going to be able to make it. But certainly if it ends up going green, he's gonna get something right here. He's gonna have something right here as far as the short run to be able to try to get back with these old boys. He's gonna have a little bit, Wesley, but eventually it's gonna die off when everybody goes back in and gets fresh. Jesus, Justin White. Yeah, no kidding. Lean on me right here with Cole Larson right here in front of him. No jail, Justin Lumpkin, who's had a very quiet night at one point on jail. He was up a good bit of spots. Now he's pretty good spots as well. But at one point, Wesley Outland, Justin Lumpkin was cracking on that top 10. Now he's sitting in the 16th spot, still up 17 spots from where he, or still up 7 spots from where he started.
Justin Lumpkin on board with him. He's in his man cave outside. Look at this. Lumpkin's ready to go 2 for 1 on Larson and the other truck up ahead. If they make a little slip, he's going to say, I'm coming through. Goodbye. Justin White. His truck a little loose there for a minute. 3 wide, baby. We're going to go 3 wide, 4 wide. You want to drive through the grass?
Chad Ross, damn! Looking like Ross Chastain shooting up through there. Actually looked like Carson Hocevar, which obviously everybody knows who Carson Hocevar is, and everybody knows that he doesn't give a damn. And that's exactly what Chad Ross looked like when he shot up through there and went around everybody right there. And it's still, I mean, there you go. Now there's your little wasp nest back there as well. Oh man, I'm telling you, they get more interesting, Wesley, getting more aggressive as the time goes on with these old cats right here. Oh, I don't know. I mean, they're getting good. It's door banging, it's chaos and everything else, but somehow or another, everybody is keeping it clean. I just don't see how they're doing it.
Stay classy. You stay classy, NASRA world.
Woo!
Stay classy. Stay classy. Yes. To answer your question, Jane Scott, there is places where you can order Cracker Barrel on in locations around there. You can have DoorDash or Uber Eats. And, you know, they deliver Cracker Barrel. I mean, yeah, Cracker Barrel. Yeah, I love Cracker Barrel.
They got an app.
They got an app too. Yeah. Shane Scott, I think he's from Tennessee. I think he's in the Tennessee area. Shane Scott, great Scott. I know you're watching. Where you from, man? Let us know your hometown, Shane Scott.
Yeah, we don't need your address.
We appreciate the comment, buddy. Carol Lumpkin says, "Go, Big Papa." I love it when you call me Big Papa. Throw your hands in the air if you're a trooper. All right, Big Papa right now is back in 14th for those that are cheering on Big Papa Lumpkin.
Oh, Lord. Still 3 wide. Cinnamon Detmer. Detmer kind of stuck in the middle right there, and old Chad Ross still sliding it on up there. Now Ross, he's going to get clear. Hillbilly Steve Barnett right there trying to make it a little 3 wide. Banging some more. Denver basically got knocked out of the way by Cinnamon. Cinnamon shoved him up the racetrack. Denver had to get out of the gas, or he was going to run over guys up top of him.
Chris Cinnamon about burning his biscuits.
Kid,
I'm telling you. He would have had a bad morning waking up going to Hardee's that day. Burnt biscuits and all. He lost the flavor. He ain't glazed no more, Spice Man. To the inside. Hey, he's a Canadian too. Shout out to all you Canadians out there with your tail tucked between the legs. I want to say Team USA, hockey, women, men, kicking ass, taking names. Listen, wait a minute. Wait a second. Don't think that I'm rubbing a damn thing in, Jacob Reeves, you Aussie. Because, not you, Jacob, I'm sorry, Dean Hopton, you Aussie. Because, I'm about to say you're innocent. Because for years, Canada has beat that USA Olympic ass, okay? I'm just being honest. So for Team USA to finally win, I thought they wanted, I mean, you know, everybody got a piece of the pie, okay? I mean, except Amber Glenn, she didn't win nothing.
damn.
I don't know. I heard Amber Glenn pissed everybody off in America right now. You know, and she's from Plano, Texas. Go figure. Hey, Shane Scott is from Lenox, Iowa. There's got to be a Cracker Barrel near Lenox, Iowa. It's got to be.
It's gotta be.
Cracker Barrel, 50 to go. We know that. 50 to go.
Yeah, Cracker Barrels they're literally like dollar stores. They're everywhere. There's dollar stores literally in Australia at this point. Dean, I swear, if you don't, you think? Door Vegas, the more. Check this out. Hold up here for a second. Here is a possible beef right here. Remember Chad Ross? Remember the Hillbilly? Contact earlier on. Ross ended up getting into her, actually Hillbilly. Steve Barnett actually got into Chad Ross and sent him on to the back. Now Chad Ross got himself back up here in the mix. Will there be retaliation? Right from Chad Ross to Steve Barnett. Barnett up top. Here comes Ross down on the inside. Ross down in the center where Grant Pepe has the moonshot from Grady. Trying to make it happen. Detmer right in behind him as well as Lucas Lyons smack dab in front of him.
And St. Patty's Day is around the corner, so up on the top shelf where Grandma hides the cookies and the St. Patty's Day luck of gold, bag of gold, you know. Do you want the gold? 3 wide. Oh, boy, look at Cinnamon. Whoa, you're way up there, buddy. By the way, Shane Scott lives 80 miles from a Cracker Barrel. I guess he is screwed, Jacob.
Damn. That's bad.
One day, just take it out of your... One day, just put it on your itinerary to make the trip 80 miles to go to the Cracker Barrel. Yeah. We are 2 hours away from each city around us. If I'm going that far, I'm not going to eat at Cracker Barrel. Wow, I mean, yeah, come on. Cracker Barrel good, Hog Farm. Don't. Hogan's talking smack. And we got green flag pit stops. Yeah, I think Hogan just got virtually black flagged from Cracker Barrel. Hogan, Johnson, others. Unscheduled. Well, actually, this could be the money stop. This could be the undercut. There's Cody Knott. He's on pit road. Hey, by the way, Cody Knott is still handling operations for our boss, Mr. Brady LaBeouf. Brady, we're still thinking about you, sir, and your family and all that you got going on. And, we got this Mayhem Racing Chad Ross looking high, looking low. All this going on now. They dive back into the corner into 1 and 2 again. Look at the battle going on here. What a race.
Yeah, I mean, what a race. Literally, honestly, from the drop of the green flag. And Wesley, I agree with you. With some of these guys that jump on down pit road, we are getting closer and closer and closer to the money stop that everybody's going to be waiting on right here. So as you see in a couple of others, Lines is down. Justin White jumping on down as well. It's like the press is Wesley, come on down. Here it is, baby.
Hey, Scott, let me tell you something, buddy. You can get you a good steak at Cracker Barrel, too, all right? So don't let that guy try to change your damn mind. Go to Cracker Barrel at least once in your life. Yes. I was going to say, eat your cherry, but I was going to say something else, So, just, get your taste buds fulfilled for the first time at Cracker Barrel. Definitely. Here we go. More trucks are in. There is another truck. That's Hillbilly in. Barnett and Spice Man. Chris Cinnamon right behind him. 43 to go. Look at Buzz. Buzz rocking a USA hat. Look at that. Yeah. They got to stick the hand out the window. Remember, they got to stick the hand out the window, show them they're coming to the pit lane. So, Shane Scott lives in the middle of a cornfield. Well, I mean, it's a good place to play cornhole.
He's full of them, not Eddie. He's full of them. Really?
Jacob, shut up.
But you're saying it, not me at this point. Read the teleprompter. Someone going in. Caulfield dive on Cherry now working his way out. J.D. Larson going in. Luke Smith, Tyler Detmer, Chad Ross, Justin Lupkin. Oh, it's money stop time right here, Wesley Outland. And they will be able to go the distance from here. That is why they're making the pit stop from where they're at for the timing and everything. I think it's just situational from what they're doing to possibly make the strategy, maybe get them on the back end, however you want to look at it. But Wesley, once again, it is the money stop as Adam Newton is working his way down. Cash it.
Money, get away. Get a good job, good pay, and you're okay. Little Pink, no, I was singing Pink Floyd, buddy. Money, yeah. Come on.
Money.
What are the songs out there of the world? What are the songs out there of the world that are money songs, right? There's Pink Floyd, there's Money, and then there's Money. And then there's Here Comes the Money. Here we go, money talk. Shane McMahon theme, that was my favorite of all time. Screw Vince McMahon. Shane McMahon had the best intro song ever. No chance in hell. And here we go with more cars pitting, Jacob. What was your money song? What was your song? For the love of money?
No, I was going to say Billy Idol.
Oh, yeah.
Money. I don't know if it's really talking about money.
That's not money. That's not money. That's money. That's not money.
Close enough.
Nothing to do with money.
Rednecks, we say the same thing. I mean, rednecks love money. We love money. We want money. There you go.
Joey Stars ain't pitting yet, guys. There is no idea of knowing what direction Joey's going. When is he going to stop it slowing? Smile, Joey. Come on, buddy. We're talking about you, Joey. Joey. Just keep it on him. Keep it on him. Even if we see some smiles, keep it on him. There you go. What is he doing? What the hell do you do with a mouse? Are you ignoring me? He's muting us is what he's doing. That's what he's doing. He's muting us. I bet you he's turning us down. He's like, that damn guy singing's killing me.
Well, Wesley, to a certain extent, when he's using that mouse on what he's doing, actually, he may be going in and he may be adjusting stuff for pit road, like adjusting, maybe tire wear or something like that. So obviously he is jumping down pit road this time. Right here, but making adjustments, possibly taking this amount of gas, maybe just 2 tires, however you want to look at it. So that's what he's using that mouse for. He threw them off. He threw everybody off.
Jacob, you hashtag fake news tonight.
I don't know what Dean said. Dean said that he read his mouth, and I thought he said he was spitting. So, hell, there you go. We go by.
Close. Hey, what the hell is everybody going to do in 2 years when there's going to be a new team in Indiana that's actually really better than the Colts, and that's the new Indiana Bears, right? The Chicago Bears are going to Indiana, right, Jacob? Here he comes. He comes. Oh! Hang on, baby. Don't lock him up, Buttercup. Here he comes. There you go, Joey Stires. I don't know. This is like Daytona pitting all by himself, Jacob. Is there a strategy to this? All by himself? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, to a certain extent, yes. I mean, obviously you're not really racing, like a super speedway, even though it is a super speedway. So, yeah, to a certain extent, there is a little bit of a strategy at this because he's going to have a couple of extra laps on those tires. Remember what happened earlier when there was the 10-lap difference on the tires and just how much of a run everybody else was able to get around drivers like Taylor Peacock, drivers like the Holiday Brian Chew, put them in bad situations. Joey Stires might be thinking the same exact thing, and according to the leader at this point, he's got a pretty good difference. He's got about an 8-lap difference.
Brian Chew's in trouble, guys. He hit the wall. There he is. He's in trouble. Brian Chew, caution's out. Brian Chew, turn 1 and 2. He ate the wall, and I tell you, he hit it hard. Oh, no.
Seems like he hit it very, very hard, and we'll see it once again right here. Pulp Spot presents the replay. See kind of what exactly happened to the Holiday.
Watch Brian Chew. He was coming out the front straightaway, Jacob. Watch this, Dean. Right here. He hit it hard. Right here. Watch this. Full song. On board. I wonder if a tire went down. Something. Watch. Listen.
Damn.
What in the world? What happened, Jacob? Tire go down? Something broke on the right front? What made that?
Oh, he might have got run over. I think he was just trying to get him up the Caulfield's way right here. Caulfield. Wow.
I mean, yeah, Caulfield, what were you thinking? Jonathan Caulfield into Brian Chu. Can't believe they're pitting again. All right, where's your ka-ching at there, Jacob? Ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching.
Yeah, this could be the muddy stop right here. I mean, we talked about it a second ago. We thought we was having the muddy stop on this one, but certainly it looks like everybody either top it off, getting the 4 freshies. They've been out there for a little bit, so hey, why not? Could be the muddy stop right here. Could be. We get a cost for like 10 to go, then there's your new muddy stop.
Get a good job, a good pay, and you're okay. We're going to a commercial break, everybody, because they're going to take me off the air if I don't stop singing Pink Floyd. Be back in a moment.
Starbase 1552 Comics. We sell everything a collector would want. Comics, Funkos, action figures, and so many more. A real American comic book shop. We are online only. Starbase 1552 Comics. Find us on eBay Auctions.
Welcome back to the NASRA DSR Electric Truck Series playoffs. We're ready to set them in for a restart here. Last pit stop info, there it is. Some drivers did not pit, Jacob, and I don't blame them. I mean, why would you, right? You're in the front. You might have already made your money stop. You're ready to go to the finish of this one here. Jacob, you with us, buddy? Jacob, my friend? Did we lose Jacob?
This score's just, I guess it just went off the rails there for a second. I have no idea what the hell happened. Everybody just quit talking, and I'm like, I don't know what happened. I'm back, though.
We were talking the whole damn time. You're the one who was not talking.
I'm back for now. I don't know what happened right there. That's a first.
Coming back to green.
Green flag, green flag.
30 laps to go, by the way, as we take it back to the restart box. They can go the distance. I think some of these guys that decided not to pit either can say we're good on tires and fuel also. We're about to see one showdown, I think, here at the concrete of Nashville on the back straightaway at Commercial Music City.
Yeah, absolutely. We are.
And, like a friend.
Here we go. Getting interested right here. Buzzy Mongo lining up, trying to get his shot right here. Matter of fact, smack dab in the middle of a Larson sandwich. Cole Larson sitting fifth, and J.D. Larson was sitting in the 7th spot, but Lucas Lyons just got around him. That is a hornet's nest. Back here with Jonathan Cofield and everybody else says, that is your hornet's nest, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, baby. Can Cofield get through all this? Remember, we saw what he could do at Chicagoland, and he loves Chicagoland as well. Remember what happened at a drive through the field and get himself back in contention on last lap pass to get the win. Cofield going to have to do it again right here with 28 laps to go. Cofield all the way back in 11th, 21 now.
3 wide. Keep your eye on Cofield, guys. He's going to have to climb through the field to get up in this thing here. And he has already gone up 2 positions in the 9th position. Can he get around some other guys and do it?
Gonna be a hell of a climb for him right here. If he can make it work, if he can get it right here, he may be able to pull it off. It's certainly going to be one hell of a climb right here for the 58 of Jonathan Cofield. And remember, if he wins, he locks himself into the championship 8. So riding on board with the 58 of Cofield. Cofield working it down to the inside. He's going to slide on up here. We're going to see Tyler Dittmer and Luke Smith. Kermit the Frog. Door to door, almost some door banging once again coming off of turn number 4 is Dittmer and Smith. And here comes the youngster Cole Larson, going to slide up into the mix as well.
Trying for sure, keep an eye on Larson. He's got, of course, Dittmer on the inside. 27 up ahead of Smith. Look at Smith full steam ahead. Power ahead, and look at Cofield poking through there on the inside. You see him going for another couple of trucks as they work to the line. 25 to go. You know, Jacob, I'll be honest. If I'm Cofield right now, I would be patient. I wouldn't do anything chaotic. You got plenty of time. You got 25 laps left.
Yeah, but it's not doing anything crazy at this point.
You got another caution.
But the caution's out.
And you got another caution. Here in Andrew Harris might be the cause of the caution. Or Elias Harris. We watched a replay here. Yeah, it's Dan Harris on my end too. SDK.
Tell him. You tell him, Wesley.
SDK, man. Yeah. Kaufman, guys. It's Kaufman. Yeah, it was Kaufman. Well, I mean, SDK said that, you know, SDK said that friggin', what's his face did it? Must be my director, man. You were making me look bad. Look at this. Ooh. Look at that bump.
Damn.
Yeah, there you go.
Jason Morales and Kaufman.
Yeah. See, maybe it was Harris that bounced off the wall when it triggered that, but it didn't throw a caution. But there is Kaufman in the Army.
What the?
That's in the Navy. Thing that you were trying to sing was in the Navy.
We got drivers on pit road. Obviously, Roger going down, Luke Smith, Tyler Dittmer, Buzzy Mongo coming down, a whole list of others jumping down pit road that will end up flip-flopping this race. And Adam Newton, Cole Larson, they're going to be up at the front. Lucas Lyons, Matt Cherry, Jonathan Cofield, the top 5.
There you go. Cofield is up to 5th. And obviously Newton, Larson, Lyons, Cherry up in front of him. Those guys, they ain't friggin' pitting. You know this. Here come the guys that maybe were thinking about not pitting the last caution. They're pitting this time, though. And I think there was a strategy to that, Jacob. Maybe they thought, okay, if I don't pit now, maybe I'll be okay. Maybe I can hang with these front runners. But when they got back to racing again, you saw that the tires were kind of used up here. Racing on the concrete is totally different than racing pavement, right? In the daytime. So maybe they said, all right, this isn't going to work for us. We've got to come down the pit road here now. So there you go. Last pit stop info. There it was, 16 laps the last time they pitted, and they took 4 tires again.
This will be good. This is going to be a hell of a stretch right here that Adam Newton and Cole Larson is going to have to make. Everybody else on the 4 freshies right here. Be interested. Hey, don't forget, you see it up there in the top right hand of your screen. Concerns of Police Survivors Truck Series. We got through with Las Vegas. And if you want to take a wild guess who won it, just take a wild guess. Anybody, take a wild guess. Anybody, take a wild guess who won it. No, Dean. No, hell no. I hate Las Vegas. Ain't worth the flip. But it was MPW Matthew David Wood, the weatherman, ended up getting the win. The last regular season
why do you call
race.
It the weatherman? When did that come up? MDW. When did you start?
So Yeah, he's always tracking weather reports. He always keeps up with what's going on. He said something a while back about wanting to be a weatherman. Later on down the road, and then I joked about it a little bit, which I'll go ahead and why not? I mean, not towards him, but to the rest of these guys.
We got beef.
I told him, I said, look, if you're going to be a weatherman, that is perfectly fine, but just know that they are the only people that can be right 10% of the time and still have a damn job. So, didn't mean it no way wrong with him, but you other weathermen that think y'all are all that, y'all suck. Some of y'all suck. Seriously. I mean, that's just my opinion. We got beef with weathermen. We hate them.
The correct word, by the way, is meteorologist, not weatherman.
And they call them whatever they want. They still suck.
The local. It's a meteorologist, if you want to name it that. Meteorologist, yes. Back underway, y'all. Hey, get that graphic ready to go and Jacob, tell everybody about it. Here they come to the line. Andrew Navarro, Premier Racing Setups. 20 to go here out of turn 4 at Nashville.
Yeah, 20 to go. Obviously, Premier Racing Setups. You need one, you know where to go. PremierRacingSetups.com. Obviously, enter the code of NASRA, NASRA. Get 15% off of your entire order. Also, 15% gets kicked back to the North American Sim Racing Association. You want the setups that obviously the NASRA races that I've raced quite some time. Some of the fastest setups that there is. Go check them out. PremierRacingSetups.com. As you see Jonathan Cofield up here mixing it up. Matt Cherry in second. Adam Newton, the Bulldog, trying to hold on to the lead, but this tire's starting to work it out. As we got spinners in back. Joey Stires, Joshua Suss, they're spinning around in the back. We're seeing green. Matt Cherry to the inside for the lead.
Gosh, it out. Get that Jaws theme ready. Oh, my goodness. Coming to the line. Home stretch time. I'll get Matt Cherry. By the way, Cofield, go up to the front, guys. Battle for the lead. Cofield is after Cherry.
You're breathing down his tailgate.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Look at
there you
this.
see it. Matt Cherry was actually trying to cut the apron right there. Wesley, I see a lot of times.
He's trying to cut the draft. Trying to cut the air. Look at here he comes.
Damn, here he comes.
Slingshot engaged.
Shake and bake, baby. Here he comes, baby. Inside.
Cofield can do it. Hurricane Carson Hocevar can't, but I'll be damned if Cofield can do it. He'll try it again. Poor Carson Hocevar. 2 weeks in a row he gets screwed out of a win because nobody will draft with him. Give it on Diebold. Roger Diebold up to 7th, guys. Here comes the Shark. Here comes Jaws. Papa's got a brand new 17th.
Brand new 17th, my God. They're fake, but they're brand new. I'll tell you that much. Matt should be the biggest mover in the field. 23 spots. Cofield tried to get back to the front. And obviously get up here and get the win and lock himself into the next round. And we're going to be thrown in for a whirlwind. Caution is out. Oh, here we go. Look like Peyton Johnson.
Peyton Johnson putting us under the yellow flag, and maybe Justin White too. Caution is out. Let's find out what happened in our life for a late race caution, the 6th one. Everything was going great till Wesley showed up, Jacob. It didn't, caution flags, yellow flags, did you? I mean, yeah, okay. I'll take off next Monday.
See what happens.
Whoa, big crash up ahead, guys. Is that Ross? Yeah, Chad Ross, guys. Chad Ross crash.
You see right here, Chad Ross right here, 38, works his way down to the inside. There's Buzzy Mongo, Justin White. Oh, a little bit of contact up the way. Little door bang some more. Ross tried to slide it down to the inside. Buzzy Mongo, an innocent bystander, and absolutely getting nailed. Didn't just get rocked, got nailed up against the outside rotative wall. Hell, actually rocked and nailed, I'm about to say. But anyway, literally hard hit. Ross literally trying to pull some Hurricane Lucifer up there. It looks like on jail. Justin Lumpkin dove it down to the inside, got him in the door on accident. Certainly, surely Justin Lumpkin wouldn't do it on purpose. Just didn't know he was going to send it down there on the inside. But it's going to end up costing Chad Ross right there, who, quite frankly, had a hell of a run going on earlier on. But ever since him and Steve Barnett had that contact, Chad Ross has just been literally battling back from the start.
There's Hogan.
Twice?
The irresistible force meets the immovable object. Mongold and Raw, and look at this.
More?
Look at Justin White. Justin White and Hogan, man, they're not friends.
Wow.
Justin White better play nice.
Oh, yeah.
Colton Hogan better behave. He runs in the Cup Series that Justin officiates. We got beef.
Yeah, he might not be no more.
Hey, buddy, you got a black flag next week. We gonna playoffs. You know what? I think we're in Nashville this Wednesday, aren't we? I think we are.
I have to go look.
We are. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Yes, everybody. Nashville. Cup Series starts. Playoffs. The playoffs. I think it'll be fun. We're going to Nashville, by the way, tonight. And Nashville Wednesday. Jacob, I might need you to cover for me Wednesday, buddy. I ain't going to lie to you. Do anything Wednesday? We'll call you out live on the air.
I had to check my Palm Pilot on that one. I got to see what's going on.
Either him or Justin and Dean will be able to do it. Maybe Justin and Dean can do it. I don't know. I've got a baseball game doubleheader, and I don't know if I'm going to be back in time for that on Wednesday. Yeah.
Keep me updated. We'll see what we got going on.
I'll let Cody know. Cody normally sends me a text, and he's like, "What's going on in your life? Where are you at? Are you here? Are you there?"
You can't make it. I'll jump over there.
I can't make it. Well, Justin White has actually done a really good job the last week, so working with Justin and Dean and myself. So he might handle it himself. I don't know, but yeah, that's true. That's true. So
holler at me. We'll see what we got going on.
I'll let you know. All right. It'll be the completion of this race, 11 to go when they come back to the line. 6th caution completed as the field will look for green. Shootout time. Cofield trying to lock himself in with a win. 2 out of the good. Into the championship. The defending series champion. Cherry, though, is trying to also fight. Green, 11 remaining.
Matt Cherry actually in a pretty good spot. He's already up 17 points from that cut line, that being Matt Cherry. So Cherry really doesn't have to win this race, but you want to win this race. There's money. You get yourself a championship 8. So a lot of factors going on right there with that. As you see Matt Cherry, obviously the biggest mover in the field. Obviously Colton Hogan, one of those big movers, as well as Taylor Peacock, Justin White as well. So, you want to win. Look at Dabo. Damn, make a hole, son. Literally, make you a hole and send it. And he will send it. Timber loved it. He tried to follow it as well. He thought it was sexy. He may end up going 3 wide right behind him as well.
Under 10 to go. 9 at the line. And look at Cherry holding off Cofield while that goes on. Look at now Smith. Smith and Newton battle. And now, there comes Jonathan Cofield. ready to send it. Boy, Cherry toying with, I think Cherry's toying with Cofield, Jacob. He's like, you want to get around me? Come on this way, buddy. Come on. Oh, you got to be quicker than that. You almost had it.
Honestly, Wesley, I'm flipping on that one. I mean, and not just because he's a redneck or nothing. I think Cofield might be playing with Cherry just a little bit. Maybe, playing with him like a cat plays with a mouse at this point. Mouse jumps this way, grab him with my paw. Mouse jumps that way, grab him with my paw. And then finally, just no pun intended, he just squashes his ass. So Cofield may end up having something right here. He may just be messing with Matt Cherry a little bit, just showing the nose, showing him he's there, this and that, and just waiting for the right time to be able to slide by him. Because, not saying Cofield's going to get into him or nothing like that, but you don't want to give Matt Cherry the opportunity to possibly, make a move and possibly make contact that could screw yourself out of getting a good finish, especially when you're right there at that cut line, which is where Jonathan Cofield's at.
7, make it 6 to go at the line. And maybe, just maybe, it is Cofield toying with Cherry, who's going to be the wonder wall when it happens, coming off of turn number 2. We got another caution. Yellow flag is out, a late race caution again. There's James Kaufman, problem in the 25. Replay forthcoming. Kaufman looked way off the pace here, so. Did somebody punch him? Well, not punch him, you know what I mean. Tap him. Whoa, is that Justin White? Damn right it is. Look at Justin White. All right, I guess Kaufman, you're on Justin White's hit list us also. Look at he turned him.
There. Yeah,
wow,
he got him.
Come on, Justin. He right rear hook at 25.
Well, hell, wouldn't you? I mean, he got him. He ends up getting. No, honestly, I think Justin White was just trying to straighten the truck out. We'll see it right here, obviously, from this angle, and then and then we'll look, and then we'll play the. We got beef if it's possible right here. Watch it again.
Keep the angle the same, Dean. What the hell are you doing? No, stay on the leader. Stay on the front of the truck. The front.
Yeah.
You do want to see it. You want to see if Justin White right here hooked him intentionally. Watch this. Watch. Look, bam. Thank you. You're welcome. Look at that. Look right there. Watch it again. Look and you see it. I mean, Jacob, I'll tell
you what, you want to see it. I'll tell you what, you want to see it. Go on the inside of Justin White's truck. Go up and watch the wheel. Watch what the wheel does. Honestly, I think Justin White's just trying to straighten the truck up. I think he's just trying to straighten the truck up. Look at the wheels right there. The kick to the right. He's trying to get it straightened back up. And I think it was just
anger.
Now, granted, is Justin White mad? Yeah. I would be mad. Absolutely, I would be mad. Watch what happens right here with the contact. Boop. Boop.
Watch this. Watch Justin. Watch Justin. Yeah, keep your eye on it.
Here we go.
Rolling. Keep those
Watch the wind
rolling. Roll high. Watch this. Watch the steering wheel, everybody.
Yeah, I mean, Justin, I think he's just trying to get the truck straightened out and just unfortunate. Watch it right here. A little bit to the right. A little bit to the right.
Yeah, whatever, Jake. You lost that battle.
We got beef. He might have got him back. He might have said hell with it.
Thank you very much. Yeah, you're going to get an EOL penalty. Now, I'm going to mark you off the list. First, it was Merle. Can you say that with some couch?
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone.
Scheduled to come, everybody. There it is. Talladega next week. We're going to Richmond and Kansas, the final 3 races. Oh, boy. Final 2 races of the semifinals going on at Talladega, Richmond, and then Kansas to crown the champion. These 2 guys fighting to make it in. Real quickly, do your job, Dean, as you always say. Show the point standings. All right, do your job. Yeah, there you go. Thank you. It's Matt Cherry is third. Jonathan Cofield is on the cut. He's on the cut line out. All right, he's in the cut line, 2 to the negative to Andrew Harris. Let's see some of these other drivers. Okay, Colton Hogan. I see him trying to maybe fight off, Justin White. Okay, there might be a reason for that. So I understand. All right, there they are. But don't count out Roger Diebold either. He is right there, Jacob, in the top 5. We are coming to the restart. We're still on the same scheduled distance. This is 2 laps to go. On the official scheduled distance, here they come, back to the line. 2 remaining, overtime if need be in Nashville. Cherry, Cofield, they're going to send it in 1, and they got friends behind them in Newton and Peacock and Smith in 2.
Yeah, Matt Cherry, literally, he is checked out and he is gone now. So Cofield, who was looking to possibly go ahead, get a win and lock himself in, he may just want to go ahead and take the points here tonight and carry on to Talladega next week. But Taylor Peacock tried to go for 2 in a row. Remember, he won in Atlanta last week.
White flag. Final lap. Darren Street telling Shine 1 to go. You see Cofield, Peacock on the bottom. Look at Matt Cherry. 3 wide contact. Smith and Peacock turning into the pack. There goes all hell breaking loose. Cinnamon, Barnett crushing the field and floats from within. Meanwhile, he's going to hold off Cofield. Matt Cherry wins Nashville 2 weeks in a row and punches his ticket to a championship race in Kansas in 3 weeks for the title.
What a finish right there. And wow, there was a lot of chaos that happened right there behind them. Obviously, with Peacock getting took around right there. Curb at the front, Luke Smith smack dab in the middle of it as well. You see Cofield giving a little bit of congratulatory wave over there to Matt Cherry. Once again, right here, this was the contact. Luke Smith down to the inside. Peacock just trying to straighten it out. Bam! Hits the hillbilly. Lucas Slides gets through it. And literally, there's Tyler Dittmer. Dittmer gets right rear hooked. He gets set up. There goes Lumpkin. There goes Johnson. There goes half the field. Eating alive over in turn number 3 right here on the last lap.
By the way, let me clarify my apologies. Taylor Peacock won last week. But with this win for Matt Cherry, it is his 2nd win of the season. And it punches his ticket in to the championship final at Kansas. I just want to clarify on that again. So 2nd win of the year for Matt Cherry. Don't want to take anything away from Taylor Peacock. He won last week, but it is his 2nd win of the season. And he is going to Kansas. The man out of Scottsville, Kentucky. That is the state above Tennessee. Gets it done. There's the podium drivers. And we'll take a look at the results. It's coming up soon. Jacob will have a very fast post race to talk to the top 3. Matt Cherry is the winner. Jonathan Cofield 2nd. Roger Diebold 3rd. Newton, Larson top 5. Hogan, Cinnamon, Stires, Lyons, Knott. Cody Knott would have run for him a top 10.
Yeah, what a drive right there. Obviously, for Cody Knott. Obviously, Brian Chew, the Holla Daddy, coming home right there with the P11 with James Kaufman. His issues that he had here tonight, still coming over to P12. A lot of it maybe had to do with the big one going into 3. Maybe, maybe not. There's Luke Smith, obviously, with his issues. With Taylor Peacock, I'm sure they'll exchange Christmas cards later on tonight or probably tomorrow. But obviously, Luke Smith getting 13th. Justin White still able to battle back and get a 14th out of it. J.D. Larson, Jason Morales, Joshua Suss, Andrew Harris, Darius Taylor Peacock end up finishing in 19th. And the Hellbilly, Steve Barnett, ends up rounding out the top 20.
Well, it's going to be Peyton Johnson 21st, Tyler Dittmer 22nd, Justin Lumpkin, Chad Ross, Buzzy Mongold top 25. Then it's going to be Raul Meza, Mr. Over 500, 26, Tyler Goodwin, Jeffrey Johnson of the 28 drivers. There were 6 different leader or 6 leaders to 7 different lead changes at the end of the race. 7 cautions for 21 laps. Matt Cherry was the hard charger of 31 positions. Jonathan Cofield came up short for the bridesmaid. He led 104 of 150 laps. Matt Cherry was the fastest man of the race. Jonathan Cofield was your fast qualifier. On to Talladega next Monday night. When we return, Matt Cherry will be joining Jacob Reeves for post. It'll be a very fast post race. I'll see you all next week at virtual Talladega Superspeedway. Jacob and Dean carry y'all the rest of the way. I'm Wesley Outwood. Stay with them for the post race presented by Florida Cabinet Distributors, Winner's Circle, Victory Lane. They will chat it up with Matt Cherry, winning, and not only winning, win 2 of the season, but punching his ticket for the finals at Kansas. We talk to the man of the 45 next week. I'll see you all at Talladega.
Craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime is Florida Cabinet Distributors. With over 20 years in business and 39 years of woodmaking experience, they proudly serve Northeast Florida to Southeast Georgia, delivering custom woodwork that combines precision, beauty, and durability. Whether you're dreaming of a custom kitchen, bathroom vanity, fireplace and mantel, entertainment center, outdoor kitchen, or even a full library, we can build it at Florida Cabinet Distributors, exactly the way that you envision. Hey, no project is too big or too small. If it's made of wood, Florida Cabinet Distributors can make it. Call or text Steve today. Yes, they gave us his personal cell number. 904-874-3442. That's 904-874-3442 to book today. Florida Cabinet Distributors. Craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime.
Yeah, I got way out of Cofield. We're making a quick post race right here. I've got some obligations that I got to take care of very, very early tomorrow morning, so it'll be a quick one right here. But Matt Cherry right here, the Florida Cabinet Distributors, Victory Lane. Matt, buddy, congratulations on the win. Tell us about that race right there at the end with you and Cofield, and obviously at the end of it, obviously one question apiece on you guys. Just go ahead and thank your sponsors and any shout-outs afterwards, buddy. Congratulations on the win.
Oh, yeah, man. We had to start this race pretty much dead last. We had to start in the rear, drove all the way up. I had to earn this one. I beat Cofield, so, it's a big accomplishment for me. I only live like 45 minutes from this track. But, yeah, man, I had to race my tail off with the fresh tires to get through the cars, and once we got out front, we just set sail with it.
You know what, piss on it. I'll just ask y'all 2 questions. We'll just go with it. Matt, but you get the win here tonight, obviously. Lock yourself into the Championship 8. Talladega, Richmond over the next 2 weeks. Then you obviously Kansas for the championship race. Are we focused on Kansas at this point, or are we trying to take this win and build on it and have momentum as we get into Kansas in 3 weeks?
I ain't really focused on next week because it's another restricted plate race. But Richmond and Kansas is, my priority. I'm still gonna go out there with a mindset that I'm not even locked into the championship 8. But we're gonna go into Richmond and try to win that race too, and we're gonna go to Kansas and try to win this championship for Brady.
Sounds like a hell of a plan. Matt Cherry coming home with the win here tonight. Matt, buddy, congratulations on the win. Appreciate your time as always. Thank those sponsors and these shout outs.
Yeah, I'd like to thank all my sponsors, MC Designs, shout out to Brady, Cody, everybody that puts this together, and all you guys up in the booth that sit here and watch us crash a lot. But yeah, man, we'll see y'all next week.
Watch them crash all the time. I don't know. They didn't crash that much here tonight, but Matt Cherry gets the win here tonight. We'll see what he can do at Alabama next week. See if he can dodge the chaos, but he ain't got nothing to worry about. He'll be racing for a championship in 3 weeks at Kansas. Buddy, appreciate your time, and we'll see you next week.
Sir.
As Matt Cherry comes up with a P1 win. And speaking of Talladega, speaking of Alabama, Jonathan Cofield from Munford, Alabama, he comes home with a P2 here tonight. Jonathan, damn it all, buddy. You had the pole. You won stage 1. You won stage 2. You come up 1 spot short from getting it done and literally hitting the quadruple effect out of it all. What more did you need to get that win right there at Matt Cherry? I bet that caution coming out probably didn't help you out.
Well, I screwed myself. You know, we pitted, and then me and Diebold come out about the same amount that we was when we pitted in, pitted out. And I seen him driving the crap out of it. He was starting to catch me, and we were starting to catch lap traffic. And Chew going into turn 1, I mean, I knew he was probably going to give it to me, but I had Diebold coming, so I was just going to dive up there and get a little draft to help me into the corner, you know, maybe 3 or 4 mile an hour faster. And I don't know if he didn't look up in his mirror and see that I was there, but I was just going to get a little draft and then duck up under him, but he checked up in the corner sooner than I thought he was going to, and I hit him in the rear end there and shot him up in the wall, and I guess he stopped on the track, or I don't know what happened, but that brought the caution out, and that pretty much ruined it. So pretty much my fault. Like I said, I was just trying to get a little draft to help me get down in the corner, and he checked up too much, and I got him.
Yeah, but Jonathan, I mean, still, when you come home, obviously, you know, it's like I said, you got stage 1 points, stage 2 points, the maximum amount of points that you could get for both of them. You still get a P2 here tonight. You know, we talked about it. You was right there on that cut line, 2 points behind the cutoff line. That's got to help you out a little bit. Obviously, you're going to be above that cut line. I mean, if you're not above that cut line by the time we go to Talladega next week, I won't believe it. But certainly, it's got to help you out a little bit, even though the ultimate wild card's on the horizon next week.
Yeah, I had this one circled to win, you know, so I wouldn't have to worry about Talladega, and that's what really bothers me. You know, set the pole, win both stages, and then a little mess up there. You know, I had 2 seconds on second and 4 seconds on third. You know, just I don't know, it just didn't go the way I wanted it to. My mistake.
It'd be like that sometimes, but Cofield's still coming home with a P2 here tonight. Jonathan, buddy, congratulations on the run. Appreciate your time. As always, thank them sponsors and these shout-outs.
Yeah, just everybody in NASRA, you, Dean. Hope everything's still going good with Brady. Can't wait to have him back in here. Had a good run. Field done real good tonight. Just had a few cautions there toward the end when we got all bundled up. But Lions, 3D Designs, and all my teammates at Bandits Motorsports.
Jonathan Cofield, P2 here tonight. He'll be the local boy when we go to Talladega next week. Jonathan, buddy, congratulations on P2. Appreciate your time. We'll see you then.
Thank you, buddy.
That was Jonathan Cofield, P2 here tonight. Now we'll go to P3. Ironically left exactly where he started. Was P3 here tonight. Didn't really gain any spots, but he led a couple of laps. So Roger Diebold coming home with a P3 here tonight. Old Jaws himself. Roger, buddy, congratulations on that run. Talk us through that right there, because I mean, you was one of the drivers, you know, like Matt Cherry. Matt Cherry was obviously one of them that was battling up there with Cofield as well. But Roger, you was one of them that was up there mixing it up with Cofield throughout the night. Tell us about your race, sir.
Yeah, no, it wasn't too bad. You know, obviously good stage point night, good finish. So I have a good jump here in the points to get through Talladega next week, even though, you know, Talladega's I've got circled because I like the super speedways, and then Richmond is what it is. But yeah, I think the truck, at least for me, was just a little too tight, you know, just overall to drive, and then dirty air just made it worse. That's why I could never get to him and get around him. But yeah, it was a little wild getting through traffic there at the end. It just, you know, saw daylight and sailed it in there and stepped on the brake and hope it stuck.
You know, I mean, everybody's been talking about this. You know, we talked about it on the broadcast. We talked about it here, this, that, all this other stuff about next week. Obviously, that being Talladega, which is obviously the ultimate wild card. Roger, you going into Talladega, obviously, you know, helped you out on points and everything else. What's your mindset going into Talladega? Are we wanting to try to play it safe, or are we going to try to get as many points as we can get?
No, absolutely not. The plan is go right to the front and try to stay there all night long.
Short and sweet to the point. I guess he's ready to get his ass in the bed too. Roger Diamond coming on with a P3 here tonight. Roger, buddy, congratulations on the finish. Appreciate your time as always. Think of sponsors and shout outs.
Yeah, just thanks to y'all for putting this deal on and the guys that put it on every week. Thank Florida Cabinet and Sus for the sponsor, and thank my buddy that sits here and helps me crew chief and spot and whatever else we can come up with.
Roger Diamond P3 here tonight. We'll see what he can do at the 2.66 mile super speedway next week in Alabama. Roger Diamond, congratulations on the finish. Appreciate your time. We'll see you then.
Thanks. See ya.
That was Roger Diamond P3 here tonight. And Dean, buddy, I'm telling you, seems like every single time, baby, we come to NASRA, we always treat it with a dandy, treat it with a daisy. Always a pleasure working with you, buddy. No matter what the case may be, no matter what the situation is, either way, shape, fashion, or form, your take on a race here tonight, buddy. Good evening.
Well, it's I have to say, cautions. What cautions, Jacob? We barely had any in this race. That goes to show you how skillful these drivers had managed this fantastic racetrack tonight here in Nashville. So I have to say, hats off to everybody. I mean, of course, there's always going to be biggest gainers and losers in this one, but at the end of the day, Matt Cherry came home strong. 23 positions up, got it done there. A little pity there, of course, for Jonathan Caulfield. He wanted to get the quad drive. What do you call it? The quadfecta. It is it because you get the pole, stage 1, stage 2. The only thing that eluded him, of course, was stage 3 and the victory. But I'm sure they'll be pretty proud of that one. Roger Diamond, I think that strategy as well too, taking those tyres a little bit fresher towards the end. And you saw that in the replay as well too, Jacob. He managed to slice and dice his way up in a P3, but that's also because a couple of those drivers got into a tango with each other. Jacob.
Yeah, one of us up here in the boat. Yeah, Dean, buddy. I mean, it was a good one. It always is a daisy working up here with the NASRA 360 Racing Network group, and always a great deal calling races here with NASRA. So, good deal here tonight. Great race here tonight. And there's the schedule, folks. That's what we got left right here for this season. And obviously getting lined up with a clash for the Indy cars. Obviously at iRacing Superspeedway, I think this is where it's supposed to be at. So we'll see what ends up happening out of that. But folks, that's going to do it for this broadcast. Obviously, got to thank all the great sponsors, Merch Magical Creations, Cops, Starbase 1552 Comics for what they do, Premier Racing Setups. Can't forget about Dan Gobble with DSR Electric for the sponsorship for this great league. Glass Mechanic, Darren's Detail and Shine, you name it, all the great sponsors keep this league rocking and rolling. Drivers, always, each and every week, hell of a show. Thank y'all for what y'all do. Fans coming out in big numbers. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Made it. And, Brady, like I said, still in our thoughts and our prayers. We love you, buddy. And hopefully you'll be back with us very, very soon. Cody Knott, TJ Moore, all the admins that put up with us. Not only the drivers, but put up with us up here in the broadcast booth. And don't fire us. Thank you very much. We appreciate that as well. So thank you very much to the admins as well. For the best damn producer in the business, the Australian D-Dog, the Biggles, and also from my good buddy Wesley Outland, I'm the redneck announcer Jake Reed. Said as I always say, be safe, be kind, be fast. Matt Cherry, he's going to the championship 8. He's going to Kansas. Who's going to join him next week? 2.66 miles super speedway. Bring your Mardi Gras breeds. Bring your moonshine. We're going to Talladega, baby. Can't wait. 4 wide racing. It's going to be a good one next Monday night. Live, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, live and only on the NASRA 360 Racing Network. We'll see you there, and roll tide.